take this opportunity to introduce one of my best men. I don't know which one it is first. Which one is it? Okay, I'm going to introduce both of them. They're a tag team today. They're going to give us an amazing little repertoire, I think. So, without any hesitation, Mr. Simon Blaise and Mr. Johnny Cummins.
Thank you. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. And Stuart, alright. Okay, just before I hand over to Mr. Simon, I just want to do a couple of thank yous, if I can. I think first of all, you'll agree today has been absolutely amazing. And I want to thank first of all the Bannister family and the Otten family for really kick-starting our Christmas. It's been amazing. So I just want to do a first toast if I can. Okay, to the in-laws. Please raise your glasses. To the in-laws, thank you. Okay, just one last thank you, and I'm supposed to thank Stuart today. Okay, well what can I thank him for? Really, I want to thank him for buying the tightest trousers. Literally, all the ushers and the best men, we are in pain today, really, seriously. It wasn't until the service this morning that I realised Simon's actually Jewish. Sorry, okay, that's as bad as it gets. So, without further ado, what I would like to do I would like to hand over to... let's get it together, okay. Okay, please, today's chief page boy, Mr. Simon Blaise. Thank you, Jenny. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all doing wonderful. Thanks for that, Jenny. I don't know, at the start I was really worried when Steve was doing his speech because it was so good. Then Stu got up and calmed my nerves with that rubbish speech. But the first thing I got told about being a best man is learn the art of delegation. Learn the art of delegation. So Andy Truce, would you like to come and give my speech, please? Okay.
Typed up and everything was brilliant. Seems to be having some technical issues.
Is that on? Give it up for Andy. Thank you, Andy. So apparently it's also our job as best men to say how beautiful the bridesmaids are looking. So the bridesmaids, you're looking beautiful. In particular, thanks to Lois, because honestly she did an incredible job this morning. I think she did a full way as she normally does. Lois, you're an absolute star. But it's so exciting today to see, honestly, two of my best friends get married. For those of you who don't know, I kind of grew up with Bano since I was about 5. So I kind of consider Bano as my sister. So it's an absolute privilege to see my sister and my best friend get married today. And it's quite emotional, and it's been a quick journey, I feel. As Steve said, it's been about 2 months from going out to actually getting married. So great job, guys. But the best thing is that I only have to buy them one Christmas present now, which is good. Not that I ever bought you any before. I'm doing good, aren't I? Haven't doing any. So I thought I'd entitle my speech for today, 10 Things I Hate About Stu. My reason for this is because I've lived with Stu for the last few months, and I've learned a few things about him that Bano thinks you need to know to avoid quite a surprise. So the first one is, until living with Stu, I thought Colin was the king of one dip washing up. Because frankly, there's no point Stu washing up at all, because by the time he gets to the last plate, he's getting stuff dirtier as he just dips it into the water and puts it on the side. So it's a complete waste of time, and I always have to do the washing up after. And his toilet habits, honestly, you hear him first, and then you smell him. It is the most hideous thing ever. It's like an alarm clock every morning. He's regular, he's on time, and you hear him. And then you see the skid marks, so Bano, just be Actually, I have to give him some grace because I was very ill recently, and Stu was mopping up the sick and everything around. So thank you for that, Stu. But so I do have to give you some grace. Like, people are calling me, so can you stop calling me? They're back over there. It's not big, it's not clever, Joe. Stu's sleeping habits as well, Bano. I don't know. Well, you know what a mess his room is because you've had to tidy up from a few times. From requests from me, but when I don't know how he sleeps right, because every time I go into his room, it's always got exactly the same stuff on. So I honestly think Stu just falls into bed on top of his laptop, DVDs, magazines, and just sleeps. And then, so you need... Dave Gilpin! Yes! Oh, right, I've lost my notes now. Here we go. I don't know what point I'm on. I didn't even have 10 because I couldn't think of 10 that I hated about him, but we still called it that. He's the worst cleaner in the world. I don't think he's picked up a Hoover since he's been in there. He leaves the bread open all the time and it goes stale. And I went through a phase of about 2 months where I was convinced he was using my toothbrush. And honestly, I got a bit of paranoia. Oh, for goodness sake, I don't even know what number that is. But I was convinced. Because he didn't have a toothbrush, I don't know what he was using to brush his teeth. But I even went through the habit of placing my toothbrush, remembering where I placed it, just to check whether he was using it. But whether he wasn't brushing his teeth, but he wasn't using mine. And then another habit, this one's a little worrying, and he likes to share my underwear. As some of you may know, there was a time when he was walking around all day like this, going, oh, I put weight on my flipping neck. Look at it, tight. And then he said, Si, can you check my underwear, the label on my underwear? As you do, you know. So I checked it, goes, Stu, they are my underwear. Stu is a lot bigger than me, so they must have been snogging him. But I didn't ask for them ones back. So as I was preparing my speech quite a few months ago, I was beginning to get worried because I thought, Bano's in for a shock. I was thinking Bano is in for a shock because he's pretty awful to live with, okay? But then I was going through my points and I thought, you know what, I don't think this is going to be a disaster as much as I thought, because I don't know of a single girl in the whole world that farts as much as Bano. I'm not kidding, it is horrendous. We were watching X Factor a few weeks ago, right? And Bano somehow dozed off. I think it was probably a Johnny. She dozed off, okay, and then one by one you could see people around the room go. Right, Bano farts in her sleep, right, and they are the worst farts I have ever smelled in my life. So honestly, guys, it's such a privilege to see you two get married today. And I feel as though I should wind it up and say something really sentimental and something really nice about you both now. So for that, I'm going to hand over to the assistant to the best man, Mr. Johnny Cummins.